Good morning. Day 60. 60 days on the trail. It's hard to believe. Waking up and actually it's a sunny day. It seems like it's been a while since we've actually been sunny from the start. Had days where it was all overcast in the morning and cleared up in the afternoon. But got a nice bright start to the day. Only have 8.4 miles to go. We'd be down by Front Royal. And we got confirmation back from the hostel last night after we arrived at camp that they had room for us tonight. So we're just heading down there. It's right at when we get to the road. They're just a couple hundred yards away. So it'll be very convenient. And get our resupply and laundry done. And ready to get back on trail tomorrow. Fairly peaceful out here now. I can hear a vehicle on the highway down below and the crossing soon. But last night in the camp, it seemed like there was a regular series of aircraft flying overhead. Doesn't seem like we're that close to DC. Maybe we are, but it's not consistent. We weren't hearing all through the morning. I've just completed the last road crossing of Shenandoah National Park. It's been good here in the park. Really enjoyed the opportunity to stop by a store pretty much every day. I think we hit one through the campgrounds, the waysides and such. Every day but the first day. So we're gonna miss that chance to pick up a bar or anything else you want. But it's time to move on. Jennifer just passed by here and didn't see the snake. He's just hanging out. Now he's moving. Got both the boardwalk here, it's a little marshy there, but also a very large open fenced area. With it's been a while since this fence was put up, but it is barbed wire topped. You don't want to go over this. The last section of fencing wasn't too far back. There were places where the forest was taking the forest back. The trees were taking the forest back where dead trees had fallen onto the fence, making the fence a little more penetrable. But you see the distant hills. We're close to town, some sort of town. As Jennifer said, there's a nice little bench. Oh, there's a backyard right there. This is probably where the owner of that property comes to hang out when the weather's nice. But I am curious what's inside here. Where do they need to barbed wire top the fencing? It says no trespassing private property. Land is not for owning, okay. Which is funny, because there's a gate right here making it easy access. Oh, there's some ducks out there on the pond. It was just interesting because it was pretty square looking on the map. So I just wondered why it was so square, but obviously years ago they maybe dug the hole and built this berm that goes all the way around, and they still mow. But it's kind of funny because if you're through hiking here and you came in at night and nobody's going to see anyway, this is a nice place to camp. Although I'd probably avoid the water. That lake, by the way, there's another sign, no trespassing going over there. It's listed as Lakefront Royal. And from the looks of it, although I only saw a couple homes that were visible, it has the appearance that it was just built for somebody to have a lakefront property. Maybe store water for town, I don't know. Here we got a great boardwalk here. It's like being in a national park or something, minus the handrails. Drainage. Well, we survived the short road walk. It was very short. At the Mountain Home Bed and Breakfast. Their sign needs a little paint. But I'm not sure if that's the cabin. I wouldn't think of the historic cabin as being a brick building, but it might be. Very cute little building. Squirrels running through the yard. Several outbuildings. One very big building that same as the main B&B. Right next to the highway, but there's a little distance and it looks like an awesome place. Let's get a shot of the front before we go inside. Oh yeah. Alright, it's time to swap out these shoes. I've been carrying these red shoes right here for ever since Waynesboro, so over 100 miles. I didn't plan to carry them that long. I originally thought maybe I'd carry them 40 or 50 miles the first couple of days, 2.5, 3 days, and then I'd put them on. And it just was never a convenient time. I wanted to put on clean socks and not my old nasty socks when I swapped shoes. And so by the time I got to within a day or day and a half of being here in Front Royal, I figured I might as well just wait. So I'll take more orthotics out of the old blue shoes, which are pretty worn on the bottom, especially the heel as they have been. And just one small tear on the side. They actually have done better than some of the shoes. Mountain Home B&B, tea and coffee, hacker box, some snacks, beautiful floors in here. Oh, nice place to hang out. The upstairs, but we're downstairs. Oh, some coats to borrow. We have a shared room tonight. Jennifer has her sleeping bag hanging up to make sure it's dry, air out. And we're right there. There's our gear. Now downtown Front Royal, Virginia. Nice building. Very busy downtown. Not super crowded with people, but most of the storefronts are actually in business. Some of the little towns we've been through, half the town was closed or more. It's nice to see lots of options. Some cool woodpecker murals on the building. Cool old houses in this town. We're walking down to the store, left the downtown area where the restaurants are, headed down to the Martin's supermarket, get our resupply.